How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Poe, and today let's talk about the food stats in Maeguanas. So, let's get into it. Okay guys, so there's been a couple questions on how the range works, how the food points works, and today I hope to answer those questions with showing you with these two Maeguanas that I have right here. One of them doesn't have a single point, no mutation on the food stats, and this one is heavily maxed out mutations on food stats. So 60 base, 254 mutations in food. So yeah, this is something. Now, when it comes to the range, a lot of people are confused because you go to a regular Maeguana, you activate nursing, you activate the range, and boom, you see this little circle, and every baby that you put inside will have a trough symbol, meaning that it will eat from the Maeguana. And if you didn't know that, now you know. You have to make sure that that trough symbol is active. That means that it's eating from the Maeguana. The thing is, when you go to the top food one, you're gonna notice that the circle is greatly bigger. Like, look at this. Enable nursing, show the trough area, and basically you don't see it. Why is that? Well, if you go back here, that green line that you can see on the back, yeah, that is the circle of that Maeguana. The thing is, not everything in that circle will be fed, because the range of the Maeguana is only 35 meters, which basically is like a trough. And to show you this, I have the rally point just underneath the Maeguana. We're gonna do about 35 meters to show you that it still have the trough symbol, and at the moment that it loses the trough symbol is the moment that it's not being fed. So 35, I'll do like 37, throw the Cacharo de Giga. And it has the trough symbol, but it's less than 35, it's about 32. So let's go a little bit farther up, or I can actually throw it back here, this direction. It still have the trough symbol. This is what? This is 37. Let's do it one more. And now it doesn't have the trough symbol. So that's around 42. So I really suggest you keep it at 35 just to be safe, because if it's a little bit more, then you're still safe because it still has a couple meters to feed. But 35 for me should be the max. But yeah, 35, 37, probably 38 is the range of the Maeguana, even with top food. But yeah, other than that, let's talk about the food values when it comes to the points. Now, I do have a crocodile here that eats a lot, so we're gonna use that as a guinea pig. There you go. Let me disable the nursing on this, and disable, automatically disables the range. Okay, disable the nursing on this. And as you can see, this crocodile, it barely has any food. Let's empty out the food real quick. Again, just one steam berry will empty out the food on a dino, or on a baby dino. And let's start with the Maeguana without points in food. I'm gonna put a piece of meat on it. And looking at the stats of the crocodile, as soon as I turn on nursing, boom, a single raw piece of meat gave it 50 points. Okay, that is good. Now let's try it out with the other one. So no points, basic 50 points, which is basically the base value of the food. That is basically the same points that you're gonna get from a trough. Let me do it. Oh, I already ate all the food. Now, with the top food Maeguana, put it inside. Looking at the croc, activate nursing. 1137. So one piece of meat on a top food Maeguana will give it 1137 points of food. Now, this doesn't matter because once the game like drops in place, it will cut down all that food into like what it's supposed to have. As you can see, in any second, you're gonna see it dropping back to like 300 or 200. But yeah, the difference is massive just because of how many points this Maeguana has in food. So if you ask me, if you can level up as much food as possible, the babies will eat less because each piece is gonna give a lot more food. That's why we don't use raw meat anymore, and we just fill up the Maeguanas with cooked meat. Why? Well, raw meat spoils even on the inventory on Maeguana because it's not like a deck trough, and we want to make sure that we have as much meat as possible for the longest. I got some friends that they feed their stuff with cooked meat jerky, and they don't have to refill the Maeguana in multiple days. See, look at the food stat, it just went down. to what it's supposed to be. Now, just for the purposes of testing, this doesn't have a single point in food, right? Let me disable this. So this Maeguana was giving it 50 points, right? Let's do 1 point in food. Okay, so the baby is about to eat all the food. Let it wait. I'm gonna put one piece there. I mean, it's gonna eat it, so I'm gonna have to put multiples. Please, now that I'm doing this, don't be like me. Don't fill up the Maeguana with food and then start leveling up the food stat while you're raising babies, because it will eat all the food and the babies will starve. Now, that bonus of food points is only for the baby, juvenile, and adolescent rhinos. It's not for itself, and it's definitely not for adults. So I'm gonna fill it up. Let me move it. There we go. 1 point. Crocodile is there, and with from 50 with 1 point went to 50.5. Okay, so 0.5 with just one level. Let's see. Let's do one more level. Let me make sure that you eat everything. Wait, let me disable this. So one level give it 0.5. Is another level gonna give it 0.5? Is this like a base 0.5? Yeah, so it looks like every single point is 0.5 food. Okay, let me... You can see that it only has 2 points in food, and now it's given 51. So by that logic, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. So with this amount of food, it should give 55 to the croc. Let me see. 0 food. 55.2. So it's 0.5 and a little bit extra. So let me do it again. It will eat the food quickly. So it should be empty by now. Yeah, 55.2. So yeah, it's 0.5 and a little bit extra, and over time that extra will become into another digit. So yeah, there you go. That's why the Maeguanas give so much, because every single point will be 0.5 and more. Now the question is, and I'm curious about it before this thing dies, if the low level Maeguana gives 0.5, how much is going to be the top food Maeguana? So this one has how you call it? This one is 1137 point something. Let me see what it is. Let's go nursing. It ate the damn piece. So 1137.3. Let's put a single point. So if it's 0.3, it should go to 0.8, right? Food, 1 point. So it should be 1137.8 now. You're not gonna eat. Is it lagging? It's lagging. Server safe. Wait, that was a lot more than just 0.5. Wait, what was that? What was that? 1145. So that's a massive jump. So basically, the higher level the Maeguana, the more points it will get on that stat, making it so it gets a higher boost. So that means if I can, like, if I put all these points, 48 points into food, I can probably make it so every piece of meat is like, what, 2,000 food for the baby? This is gonna be insane. So how much is the baby right now? 1,000 food. So one piece of meat. 1,850. Ooh, and we can actually get more levels in this Maeguana. That is insane. It basically full the entire like food bar almost. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Definitely putting points into the food stat of Maeguanas will give the babies more food. So now the only thing left to do is to play around with the spoil timers of stuff because, again, that's raw meat. Scoop meat will give it a little bit less, but the spoil timer is significantly greater. So to be honest, it will be still doing amazing. I haven't used Trough in a long while. Everything I've been feeding my babies have been through the Maeguana. So yeah, and also we have the food Maeguanas on server 5303, coordinates 9656 on our start area. So you can go with any level Maeguana that you want, breed with it, and hopefully you can get the stats. Remember, the lower the level of your Maeguana, the higher chances of getting that top stat without being like too over level. Well, yeah, guys, there you go. 35 to 37 is the range, no matter what, no matter how big the circle is. And the more points you put into food, the more food points it will get into the baby. So, with everything shown and said, that's going to be everything for this video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed, found it useful, and if you do, remember, leave a like, subscribe for more official videos. Any question or suggestion, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Come over here, little fella.